In this video, we discussed about that how to calculate the consignment stock. Already we discussed what mean by the consignment, what are the consignment expenses, and consignment losses means what are the types of losses. And also discussed how to calculate the abnormal loss. Okay, now how to discuss about how to calculate the consignment stock. In this video, we covered how to calculate the consignment stock on cost prices. Please see the videos. Already discussed the consignment, what I mean by the consignment, what are the consignment expenses and losses, and also how to calculate the abnormal losses. In the past videos we discussed it. Okay, now we discuss the what mean by the how to calculate the consignment stock means on the basis of the solved problems. Part number 4. Government of Karnataka, Department of Collegiate Education, S.B. Kabade, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Vijaypur, 586101, mobile number 9986529073. Please, at the end of the video, after watching, I request you to write your suggestion, opinion in the comment box regarding this video. Please share this video to your friends. Please like this video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. If you already subscribed our channel, please don't press the again subscribe button. If you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Now you see the problem number 1. What are the information in this problem? Goods sent on consignment 2500 kgs at ₹25 per kg. Actually the goods 2500 kgs are sent on consignment business, means the consignment basis 2500 kgs are sent on consignment basis at ₹25 per kg. The second information, normal loss 5% loss in weight while in a transit, means when the goods are sent on transit, 5% of these goods are lost in a transit. Non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor ₹2250. Non-recurring expenses paid by consignor 2250. Quantity sold 2000 kgs. Again, you see the problem, because if you understand the problem correctly, you will solve the problem 50% of the problem. That's why I request to understand the problem carefully. Goods sent on consignment 2500 kgs at ₹25 per kg. Normal loss 5% loss in weight while in transit. Normal loss 5% loss in weight while in transit. Non-recurring expenses paid by consignor 2250. Quantity sold 2000 kgs. Quantity sold 2000 kgs. Kgs means kilograms. Okay, now how to solve the problem. First, how to calculate what is the quantity of goods means the closing stock. First, have to calculate the closing stock. How much the goods are left with the consigning places. Closing stock in kgs. Closing stock in kgs. Actually, goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment 2500 kgs. See here problem. Goods sent on consignment 2500 kgs means in calculation of the closing stock in kgs, goods sent on consignment 2500 kgs. You have to deduct normal loss. Normal loss means already stated in the problem. Normal loss of 5% loss in weight while in transit. Actually the goods were sent 2500 kgs at 5%. 2,500 into pi divided by 100. What is the number of kgs lost in the transit? 125 kgs. 2,500 kgs into pi divided by 100 means 5% loss. 2,500 kgs into pi divided by 100, 125 kgs. 2,500 minus 125 kgs. What is the answer? 2,375 kgs. Next one, goods sold by consignee. Goods sold by consignee means the quantity sold 2,000 kgs. Already stated in the problem. Goods quantity sold 2,000 kgs. Goods sold by consignee 2,000 kgs. Goods sold by consignee 2,000 kgs means 2,375 minus 2,000. What is closing stock in kgs? 375 kgs. This is very important for the calculation of the consignment stock. First taken how much the goods sent on consignment? 2,500 kgs, and the normal loss in a transit at 5%, 125 kgs, and remaining the goods were received by the consignee 2,375 kgs, and out of 2,375 kgs is sold 2,000 kgs. What is the consignment stock in kgs? Means in a quantity 375 kgs. 2,000 means 375 kgs. 2,375 minus 2,000 kgs. What is the remaining stock in closing? Means the closing stock in kgs 375 kgs. Okay, now how to calculate the value of the consignment stock. Value of the consignment stock. Okay, this is the second step. Cost of goods 2,500 kgs. Actually, the goods were sent on consignment business basis 2,500 kgs. What is the cost per kg? 25 per kg. 2,500 into 25 per kg, how much rupees? 62,500. Okay, now you are calculate the value of consignment stock total, not only the closing stock, total. 2,500 kgs into 25 per kg, how much rupees? 62,500. 2,500 kgs into 25 per kg, how much rupees? 62,500. It is all of stock, means how much the goods sent on stock, consignment business. Add non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor. Add non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor. How much rupees? 2,250. Non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor 2,250. Okay, 2,250 non-recurring expenses. The value of consignment stock is 64,750. How? 62,500 plus 2,250, 64,750. The cost of goods 2,500 kgs at rupees 25 per kg, 62,500. Add non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor 2,250. What is the value of consignment stock? 64,750. 64,750. Okay, now calculate the value. What is the value of the consignment stock in amount? This is the third step and final. Value of a closing stock. What is the value of consignment stock? Total 64,750. 64,750 divided by, actually the goods were sent on consignment business 2,500 kgs minus normal loss. See how to deduct it. Normal loss to 125 kgs means 5% loss in transit, means the 5% loss while in transit, means 2,500 kgs minus 125 kgs, 64,750 divided by 2,500 kgs minus normal loss 125 kgs. Okay, what is means you are calculating the consignment value for the closing stock. What is the closing stock? 375 kgs. Already calculated 375 kgs. Please see that this working note. This working note 375 means how to calculate the value of closing stock 64,750. Okay, already calculated. How got the value 64,750 divided by 2,500 kgs minus 125 kgs into 375 kgs means this is the closing stock. Okay, now what is the value of the closing stock? 10,223 rupees 68 paisa. 10,223 point means 68 paisa. What is the value of the closing stock? 10,223.68 paisa means 64,750 divided by goods and consignment 2,500 because you have to deduct out of 2,500 you have to deduct the normal loss means 5% loss in while in a transit 125 kgs into 375 kgs means 64,750 divided by 2,500 kgs minus 125 kgs into 375 kgs. Okay, what is the value of the consignment stock, closing stock? How much rupees? 10,223 rupees per 68 paisa. 10,223 rupees 68 paisa. So now we see the problem number 2. Oil supplied on consignment 12,000 kgs at rupees 20 per kg. Oil supplied on consignment 12,000 kgs at 20 per kg. The actual oil supplied on consignment how much? 12,000 kgs at rupees 20 per kg. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor rupees 12,000. This is a non-recurring expenses when the expenditures are made on goods sent and also on received the goods in consignment business. Okay, those are treated as whatever the expenses made by the consignor and consignee for sending the goods and receiving the goods, that will be treated as a non-recurring expenses. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor rupees 12,000. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Oil sold by consignee 9,000 kgs at 25 per kg. Oil sold by consignee 9,000 kgs at rupees 25 per kg. And loss of oil due to evaporation during the storing is 5%. Evaporation means when the oil are stored means due to the hot season means due to the summer some oil will be lost due to the evaporation means the decreased in the value quantity of the oil. Loss of oil due to evaporation during the storing is 5%. Okay, now we see again this problem because if you understand the problem correctly, you can solve the problem at 50%. Oil supplied on consignment 12,000 kgs at rupees 20 per kg. Oil supplied on consignment 12,000 kgs at rupees 20 per kg. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor rupees 12,000. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor rupees 12,000. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Oil sold by consignee 9,000 kgs at 25 per kg and loss of oil due to evaporation during is 5%. Oil sold by consignee 9,000 kgs at rupees 25 per kg and loss of oil due to evaporation during is 5%. Okay, now solve the problem. First, I have to calculate the What is the closing stock in consignment? In quantity means in a case here. Closing stock in cages. Closing stock in cages. Consigned oil in cages. Actually, the oil supplied on consignment 12,000 kgs. Means consigned oil in cages 12,000 kgs. Consigned oil in cages 12,000 kgs. Stolen in a transit. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Make it less. Stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. 12,000 minus 2,000. What is the answer? 10,000. 12,000 minus 2,000. 10,000. Goods sold by consignee 9,000 kgs. Goods sold by consignee 9,000 kgs. What is the remaining goods with the consignee, sorry, 10,000 minus 9,000, what is the stock with consignee? 1,000 kgs. Okay, now how to calculate the normal loss? Already stated in the problem. Loss of oil due to evaporation, sorry, oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Means loss of oil due to evaporation during the storing is 5%. 12,000 minus 2,000 stolen in transit. 12,000 kgs oil consigned in kgs, means oil supplied 12,000 kgs. Oil stolen in transit 2,000 kgs. The remaining goods were received by the consignee 10,000 kgs. At 5% evaporation, normal loss, this is the evaporation is the normal loss, 10,000 kgs into 5 divided by 100. The 12,000 kgs oil were consigned, means assigned to the consignee 12,000, but stolen in transit how much? 2,000 kgs. 12,000 minus 2,000 is equal to 10,000 kgs at 5% normal loss. 10,000 kgs at 5% on normal loss means 500 kgs. Okay. Means what is the closing stock in quantity? Oil in stock means in quantity closing stock 500 kgs. 12,000 minus 2,000, remaining 10,000 minus oil sold by consignee 9,000 kgs and normal loss 500 kgs. What is the remaining? Stock with the consignee plus 500 kgs. 12,000 kgs less oil stolen in a transit means this is the abnormal loss. 2,000 kgs. The remaining goods were received by the consignee 10,000 kgs. The goods were sold by the consignee 9,000 kgs. 1,000 kgs. 10,000 minus 1,000 1,000 kgs. And normal loss 500 kgs. What is the stock in quantity? Means the closing stock 500 kgs. Okay, now how to calculate the abnormal loss, because there is the oil stolen in transit. This is the abnormal loss. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. Oil stolen in a transit 2,000 kgs. This is the abnormal loss. Okay, it is necessary to calculate the abnormal loss, because how to deduct in the calculation of the consignment stock. That's why how to make it calculation. Cost of oil stolen. Cost of stolen oil 2,000 kgs stolen in a transit. What is the cost per kg? 20. 2,000 kgs into rupees 20 per kg. What is the value of cost of stolen oil? 4,000 kg means 40,000 rupees. 2,000 kgs into rupees 20 per kg. What is the amount? 40,000. Next one, add non-recurring expenses. Add non-recurring expenses made by the consignor. Actually, the rupees 12,000 made by the paid by the as a non-recurring expenses by the consignor. Rupees 12,000 for 12,000 kgs, you have to calculate for only 2,000 kgs. 12,000 kgs, rupees 12,000 for the rupees 12,000 rupees for the 12,000 kgs, but you have to calculate for only 2,000 kgs, means divided by 12,000 kgs, because the non-recurring expenses paid by the 12,000 kgs, but I have to calculate the only for 2,000 kgs for the abnormal loss. Rupees 12,000 into 2,000 kgs, the abnormal loss, means the oil is stolen in a transit, 2,000 kgs divided by total goods sent on consignment. Total oil were supplied to the consignee 12,000 kgs. Means 12,000 into 2,000 kgs divided by 12,000 kgs. What is the value of proportionate of non-recurring expenses? 2,000. Cost of 2,000 kgs abnormal loss, rupees 40,000. The proportionate of non-recurring expenses, rupees 2,000. What is the value of abnormal loss? 42,000. 40,000 abnormal loss value at cost price, and add non-recurring expenses on proportionate basis, means by sharing for 2,000 kgs only, how much? Rupees 2,000. The total value of abnormal loss 42,000. Calculation of value of stock. The total cost 12,000 kgs into rupees 20, means 12,000 kgs were supplied to consignee, 12,000 kgs at rupees 20 per kg. 12,000 kgs into rupees 20, how much? Rupees 2,40,000. 12,000 kgs at rupees 20, rupees 2,40,000. Add non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor. If there is a non-recurring expenses paid by the consignee, also how to make it add. If there is any non-recurring expenses paid by the consignee, also how to make it add, because you are calculating the value of the stock, consignment stock. When you are going to calculate the consignment stock, you have to add both consignor non-recurring expenses and consignee non-recurring expenses. But in this problem, only given the non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor. That's you have to deduct. That's you have to add only non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor, rupees 12,000. Non-recurring expenses paid by the consignor, how much? Rupees 12,000. Packing and forwarding charges by the consignor, how much rupees? As a non-recurring expenses, 12,000. 12,000. 2,40,000 plus 12,000, how much rupees? 2,52,000. 2,50,000 plus 12,000, 2,52,000. Okay, now how to make it less abnormal loss? Okay, already calculated the abnormal loss, how much? Rupees 42,000. Less abnormal loss 42,000. 2,52,000 minus 42,000. How I have got the 42,000? This is the abnormal loss. 2,52,000 minus 42,000. What is the amount? Rupees 2,10,000. The total cost 12,000 kgs at rupees 20, 2,40,000. Non-recurring expenses rupees 12,000 paid by the consignor. The total value of the goods sent on consignment, how much? Rupees 2,52,000. But you have to deduct the abnormal loss, how much? Rupees 42,000. What is the total value of the consignment stock total? Means except the abnormal loss, total value of the stock, how much? Rupees 2,10,000. Okay, the last step, how to calculate the what is the value of the stock, closing stock. Calculation of closing stock. Stock with the consignee, first how to calculate. Actually the goods were supplied to the consignee 12,000 kgs less abnormal loss 2,000 kgs less 500 kgs as a normal loss. The total goods were supplied 12,000 kgs less abnormal loss 2,000 kgs less abnormal loss normal loss 500 kgs 9,500 kgs. total goods were supplied 12,000 kgs, less 2,000 kgs as a abnormal loss, less as a normal loss 500 kgs, total 9,500 kgs. Means that you have to know how to calculate the value of the consignment stock. 2 lakh rupees 2,10,000 per the total expenditure. Rupees 2,10,000 per total expenditure of the goods were consignment, means goods were sent to the consignment business. 2,10,000, okay, divided by 9,500 kgs. Divided by 9,500 kgs. Already calculated how the 9,500 kgs were calculated. 12,000 minus 2,000 minus 500 means 12,000 total goods were sent, minus abnormal loss 2,000 kgs minus 500 kgs as a normal loss, the 9,500 kgs. Means 2,10,000 divided by 9,500 kgs. Rupees 2,10,000 per 9,500 kgs. What is the closing stock? 500 kgs into 500 kgs. If rupees 2,10,000 per 9,500 kgs, what is the value per, what is the amount per 500 kgs? You have to calculate it. What is the amount of rupees? 11,052. 2 lakh. Now, how we have calculated the 2,10,000? Already discussed here. 2,10,000 divided by 9,500 kgs into 500 kgs. 2,10,000 per 9,500 kgs into 500 kgs. So what is the answer? 11,052. This is the value of a closing stock. 2,10,000 divided by 9,500 kgs into 500 kgs. What is the amount rupees? 11,052. 2,10,000 divided by 9,500 kgs into 500 kgs. What is the value of a closing stock? Rupees 11,052. This is the final answer. This is the value of a closing stock in consignment business on cost price. 2,10,000 divided by 9,500 into 9,500 kgs into 500 kgs, 11,052 rupees. Okay, in this video we discussed how to calculate the consignment stock in consignment business. If you have any doubt, any suggestion or any problem, please write your opinion in the comment box. Please, I inserted the previous consignment problems in this video in the description box. Please click those links to see the previous video. Means what mean by the consignment business, and also what are the non-recurring expenses and what are the normal types of losses in consignment business, and also discussed how to calculate the abnormal loss. In the previous video discussed it. I inserted these video links in description box. Please click that. Thanks for watching.